Hello everyone, we are back. Today we're going to be making the famous chicken soup. It is super easy to make, and I think it's a very essential part of the diet. And the three times that I would eat this soup is definitely in the intro of this diet when you're testing out what foods work for your body, what foods don't. The second time is if you're in a flare or you're not feeling well throughout the diet, you can just stop eating real food, hop to the soup, which tastes amazing, it's very filling, and hopefully makes you feel good. And the last time I would eat this soup is if you want something yummy, because the soup is delicious and anyone will enjoy it. So we're gonna start. It is super easy to make soup. I know some of you, it's your first time cooking, or you're like me, you're 20 and you haven't really made food before. Before this diet, the best thing that I could make was scrambled eggs. That's about it. And now I'm making chicken, I'm making fish, I'm making soups, I'm making a bunch of good food. So I'm gonna show you my recipe and how to make it really quick, and how to make it taste good. So keep watching. Okay, so I went to Ralph's, my neighborhood Ralph's, and I got everything I needed for the soup for under $30. I'm gonna show you the receipt to tell you the exact number. It was $28.39 for everything for the soup. And I also got whole apple juice. So I like, when I'm like doing this intro or like this cleanse, let's say, I make this soup and I have diluted apple juice, and that is like my meal, and I feel so good on it after I eat it. So hopefully it works for you. So what you're gonna need is carrots. You should probably use 3 carrots. If you like more, use more. If you don't like them that much, maybe use 1. So carrots, I got this. These are like organic ones, but you don't need to buy organic. This just looks super good and they actually taste really delicious. So I like these, but not required. And this was $4.99. That was the most expensive item. Okay. I got this stalk of celery. This one was $1.99 for this whole stalk. Usually I use like 1 or 2 pieces. We're gonna see how the soup is. Next, I got 3 zucchini. I love zucchini. They get really mushy and soft inside the soup. So I used 3. And the next thing I got was garlic. I got 2 for the price of 1. Just kidding, they were 2 for $1, so I got 2 garlics. And then the main ingredients. Okay, so the main ingredients, and if you're vegetarian, you can for sure make this soup without the chicken and the meat, but I'm gonna use it because I digest it easily. So I got 2 packs of chicken. This one was $4.90. The other one was $5.11. And I just got drumsticks. It's not organic, but it is antibiotic free, and free range, and 100% vegetarian fed, which I like. So you can get organic, you can get non-organic, it's fine. I got this chicken, 2 packs. And then my last ingredient, or my second to last ingredient, I got bone marrow bones. So it's kind of funky. I think it's either the leg or the arm of the cow. This one was $6.88. This one's kind of pricey, but I used 2 for this soup and then 2 for the next soup. So you can just put these in the freezer to preserve these. My last ingredient is this ginger. It's already peeled, but I just got a ginger root and peeled it. I used it in last night's recipe, so I have left over, which was perfect. So yeah, just this much of ginger is good. If you want more, add more. If you want less, add less. But ginger and garlic are super tasty together. You can also add, you know, parsley, things like that. And people like to do onion, but onion does not sit well with me, so I opt for garlic instead. If you want onion, you can do onion and garlic. You can do just onion, however, whatever works for you. Without further ado, we're gonna get started. So the first thing I like to do is wash all the vegetables, and then cut them. Okay, the next thing you're gonna need is a big pot. You're gonna add water about halfway, and then we're gonna just put it on the stove while we wash the chicken. So I just used water from the sink. I recommend while you turn on the stove for this, till the water boils, I also turn my tea kettle on, and that after we wash the chicken, I like to just rinse the sink off with boiling water to just potentially kill off any of the germs that are left over from the chicken. So we're gonna wash the chicken, just rinse off the bones, and then pop them into our pan. Okay, so now that we finished washing and rinsing off all the chicken and the beef, just clean up your area really quick. Check into what you're doing. The first thing I'm gonna do is wash my hands with Okay, so once your hands are clean, I'm just gonna take boiling water and I'm gonna just run it down my knife. So I'm probably gonna use about 3 to 4 to 5 cloves. Just depending on if you like it more garlicky or if you don't like it as garlicky. So I just cut the sides off. So what I'm doing now is just removing the top layer of fat for the first 20 to 30 minutes. And then if you feel like you're taking away too much water, do not worry because you can always add water at the end. Everything in here is set. Now we're just gonna let it cook. We're also gonna add a little bit of salt, and I like to add turmeric. Turmeric has a lot of good anti-inflammatory benefits and it gives it a really nice color. And you can also add black pepper if you like. I'm gonna skip that for today. We are gonna mix this up. This looks great so far. You can see the chicken already turned white, which means it's pretty much cooked. This was our fat composite. Next, we are going to add 2 out of the 3 types of vegetables. The zucchini cook very quickly and they end up getting very mushy. So if you like them mushy, then drop them in earlier. I like to salvage them a little bit, so I'm gonna add the celery first and the carrots. Carrots are good. You might get pieces like this little brown piece right here. That is totally normal. It's either coming from your vegetable, hang on, let me clear it out, or from the bone marrow. So that is totally fine. This is what the soup should start looking like. Let me show you what the bone looks like. This is the spongy tissue, so that's not going to be dissolved, but this is the bone marrow, and that is very healthy, and you can either scoop it out at the end, or you can just let it come out on its own into the broth. And then these bones are very healthy and they're good for your dog. So after you finish cooking, you can take these bones and just give it to your dog. Make sure it's cold so they don't burn their mouth. Okay. And then this is the fat that we have accumulated throughout the removal process. So with this, instead of throwing this down the sink, because it might clog the sink or make like a weird grease, and instead of throwing it down the trash can, because that will make the trash can leak, I'm gonna just throw this outside, like dump it in the lawn. Okay, so you have 12 chicken legs in here. Once everything is pretty much cooked, you're gonna just scoop out only the chicken. Okay, what I'm gonna do is take off the skin. I do not like to re-put this back into the soup. I like to just take them off. And then what I'm gonna do is take off this I think there's some fascia on the chicken here. Yeah. So what I do here, take some time. I just like to take out all the fat pieces that I can't really eat, and then just put them aside. This is gonna be tossed. Everything else is pretty much edible and tasty. So I'm gonna just take out these big chunks of chicken. You're gonna have the cartilage at the ends. You're gonna have the bone. There should be 2 bones in here. So you're gonna have 1 tiny bone and 1 larger bone. I'm gonna add the meat and the bone back into the soup. The fat and the little tendons I'm gonna throw into the trash can. So I'm adding the bones and the cartilage back in because they offer nutrients and provide means for healthier joints in the body. Okay, so maybe you're watching this video and you're saying, wow, that soup looks good, but I don't feel like making it, or it's just a soup. Well, this is where you are wrong. This soup is also called bone broth because it's made from chicken bones and beef bones. And bone broth has many benefits. So some of the benefits include healthy joints and healthy bone. There are many other reasons why you should eat bone broth, why it's good for you. But one more I will give right now is that it offers numerous vitamins. So you're getting vitamin A, vitamin K, manganese, calcium, different types of vitamins and nutrients from the bone broth. I'm almost done. I've just been taking out the meat and keeping the bones, putting them back. What it's looking like so far, the vegetables look pretty good, and all the bones are in here, all the chicken is in here, and I think I'm almost done, unless some chicken is hiding, but I'm almost done deboning all the chicken. So I put the meat back in here like this, and I also put the bones back in here, but I did leave out all the fat, and yeah. So we're just gonna mix. Oh, so finally I'm going to just put the lid on the soup and let that cook for about 20 minutes on low heat. And I forgot to add those zucchini, so I'm gonna add the zucchini in, and this is where you can add more garlic, more ginger, more spices, whatever you want to add to your soup to make it your. Please leave a comment down below telling me what the best creation you've made before, cooking wise, is before this soup. So yesterday, as I was filming an outro, my phone died and none of my storage or none of my videos saved. So I thought instead of taking a bite yesterday night, I would just take a bite today and have some soup with you all. So I have my soup. It was in the fridge overnight. And if you're wondering how many hours it's cooked for, probably 2.5 hours on medium heat. And then once everything is pretty much cooked, I just turn it on to like simmer just to keep it warm if you want to eat it throughout the day. Okay, so this is what the soup looks like. It's pretty much, it's not solid, but because there's so much fat content in the soup itself, it kind of solidifies and turns into like a goop. It's nice because all the chicken pieces are already cut out for you. Mug full, I'm gonna put this in the microwave for about a minute and then I will come back. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a comment down below and let me know what you added or what you changed to the recipe, and subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to give your dog the beef bone from the soup. Thanks so much.